In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on May 25th, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Miami Marlins versus Tampa Bay Rays. In-state rivals will finish up a quick 2-game series on Wednesday night at Tropicana Field, with the Miami Marlins visiting the Tampa Bay Rays. Tuesday's series opener finished with a 4-0 score in favor of the Rays, who cashed in as a favorite. Miami falls into 4th place in the National League East at 18-23. While Tampa Bay holds down second in the American League East at 25-17. The Rays have dominated this matchup of late, winning 14 of the last 16 meetings, including a 5-1 advantage last season. The Marlins are 21-52 in their last 73 road games and 1-4 in their last 5 overall. The Rays are 60-27 in their last 87 home games and 84-39 in their last 123 games as a favorite. The over is 5-2-1 in Marlins' last 8 overall. The over is 4-1 in Rays' last 5 overall. The Marlins are 0-5 in the last 5 meetings in Tampa Bay and 16-39 in the last 55 meetings. Through nearly 2 months of action, the Rays have asserted themselves once again as one of the top teams in the American League. Even though the offense has taken a step back from last year, the pitching remains solid and will keep them in games most nights. Look for Drew Rasmussen to deliver another strong performance against a struggling Marlin lineup that is averaging less than 3 runs per game over their last 5 games. With Kishom sidelined, the Miami lineup loses a lot of its potency. The Marlins are just 1-4 in their last 5 games, while Tampa has been playing well at home, going 4-1 in their last 5 at the Trop. Cody Potet has been terrific through 23 innings, allowing just 2 runs, but he doesn't go deep in games, and the Marlins aren't providing much run support these days. Drew Rasmussen has allowed 13 hits and 3 runs through his last 20.2 innings, and the Rays offense has broken out of its shell over the last week. Just 2 teams heading in different directions overall, so the Tampa Bay Rays to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. While the Marlins have been a decent offense in general, their numbers plummet on the road to an 88 WRC+, and they are also missing 2 key hitters with Wendell and Birdie out. In addition to Rasmussen looking great so far, the Rays always find great relievers out of nowhere, with Tampa Bay's bullpen ranking 9th in ERA despite being without a few key arms so far. Miami's bullpen is even better, with the 6th best ERA in the league this year, after the front office did a lot of work to add to the unit during the offseason. And Potet looked great in the rotation in his first start of 2022 on May 17th against the Washington Nationals with 4.2 scoreless innings. Both of these offenses have ranged toward the middle of the pack thus far, with each team averaging roughly 4.4 runs per game. The Marlins have been scuffling at the dish of late, averaging below 3 runs per game in their last 5. Key injuries to Jazz Kishom and Manuel Margot will loom large for both lineups in this one, as the teams must adapt and find creative ways to push runs across. Rays pitching has been strong at home, with the under going 4-1 in their last 5 games at Tropicana Field. The under is 3-0 in the Marlins' last 3 overall. Pitching has been the strength of both teams so far, and we'll see another low-scoring game here. Expect runs to be at a premium on Wednesday. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Baltimore Orioles versus New York Yankees. The Yankees host the Orioles in the second game of a 3-game set on Wednesday night. Baltimore took the first game in surprising fashion by beating Jarrett Cole. The second game was a back-and-forth thriller that ended in the 11th inning with a walk-off single from Jose Trevino to give the Yankees the victory. The loss dropped the Orioles to 18-26 on the season, but they are coming off an impressive series that saw them take 2 of 3 from the Rays, and they have played the Yankees tough so far in this series. The Yankees sport a stellar 30-13 record, which is the best in baseball. They lost 2 of 3 to the White Sox in their most recent series, and need to win Wednesday's game to avoid losing back-to-back series for the first time this season. The line has already moved considerably in New York's favor from the -150 where it opened, and it must be due to a lot of optimism about J.P. Sears. Sears has allowed just 1 run in his last 3 minor league starts, striking out at least 6 batters in each outing. Tyler Wells is not a terrible pitcher, but he has a terrible matchup against one of the top offenses aces in the sport. He will have a hard time getting deep into this game given his limited pitch count, and the Yankees should be able to take advantage of a bullpen that shouldered a heavy workload in the extra inning game on Tuesday. Sears probably won't be able to dominate like he has in the minors, but he won't need to be perfect in order to put the Yankees in position to win. So the New York Yankees money line is our full game side pick. Baltimore has seen the under go 26 to 15 to 2 on the season entering Tuesday. The Orioles are 27th with an average of 3.56 runs per game. That drops down to an even 3 runs per game on the road on the season. Baltimore's season average total of 7.91 runs per game this year, a number that edges up slightly to an even 8 runs a game on the road. New York entered Tuesday's game with the under posting a 23-19 mark in their contests this season. The Yankees are 5th in runs per game this season with 4.74 per contest, though that number falls to 4.45 runs per game at home. New York's average total this season has been 7.93 runs per game, and their home total average comes in at 7.91 runs per contest. Yankee Stadium is one of the better hitting environments in baseball, and of course the Yankees' offense boasts some of the gaudiest numbers around. They feast on pitchers like Tyler Wells, and they should be able to knock him out of the game early and exploit the overworked Baltimore bullpen. J.P. Sears has been absolutely dominant at AAA, but this is the big leagues, and it is unlikely that Sears will be flawless. Sears has only finished the 5th inning once even at the minor league level, and so Baltimore will see plenty of the lower leverage Yankees bullpen arms as well. The two teams combined for 6 home runs on Tuesday, and there are plenty more fireworks in store for Wednesday night. Look for plenty of late game add-on runs and for this one to clear the total easily. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Phillies versus Atlanta Braves. The Philadelphia Phillies and Atlanta Braves do battle in the 3rd game of a 4-game series Wednesday at Truist Park in Atlanta. Ranger Suarez gets the start for the Phillies while Charlie Morton takes the mound for the Braves. The Braves went 10-9 against the Phillies last season. This is their first series in 2022. While most series are wrapping up on Wednesday, the Phillies and Braves will simply be continuing their 4-game series. These National League East foes were expected to be battling for the top spot, but both find themselves chasing the Mets for the division lead. Atlanta has been the more disappointing and is struggling to live up to the title of defending World Series champions. Meanwhile, the Phillies came into this series having just performed well against the Dodgers. They continued that success in the series opener with a dominant victory, and should perform similarly before heading into the finale. Both starting pitchers have been of similar caliber so far this season, so the discrepancy of hitting production should make the difference. That is where the Braves have struggled far more than most expected. Even without Freddie Freeman, they have Matt Olson in his place and also had Ronald Acuna Jr. return from injury, along with Ozzie Albies. Their lineup should be performing better than just a middle-of-the-pack team. However, that is where they find themselves, which should help Phillies pitcher Ranger Suarez to have one of his better starts. He's had to face the Dodgers in each of his last 2 outings, so the lefty should be relieved to escape them on Wednesday. It should also be Suarez who receives the better run support with the way the Phillies have been hitting. Even with Bryce Harper not 100% healthy, he's helped the team remain in the top 10 for both team OPS and runs scored. He's climbing up the leaderboard in RBI, and Kyle Schwarber is doing the same for home runs. Until the Braves start producing on a consistent basis, the Phillies are a valuable play in this matchup. So the Philadelphia Phillies money line is our full game side pick. Atlanta might have bad offensive numbers, but it has still gone over the total in 6 of its last 7 home games. While I expect Morton to have the advantage against Suarez, I do not feel great about either pitcher. Morton has allowed way too many crooked numbers for me to feel confident in his ability against one of the best lineups in baseball. Philadelphia has been crushing the ball all season, going over the total in 5 straight road games. The Phillies have been providing plenty of run support, not only because they have been hitting well, but because they have needed it. If you were to ask any Philadelphia fan how confident they were for their team to win a game in which they were up 7-0 in the 6th inning, they would probably be rather skeptical. That is because the Phillies bullpen has been their kryptonite for the past couple of seasons. It's held up enough to keep them in the hunt for the division, but it may allow the Braves to build on their mediocre numbers. Even if they do so, the Phillies should produce enough against Charlie Morton before it becomes an issue. He's been shaky so far this season with an ERA nearing 5 and was hit hard and often in his last start against the Marlins. The Braves bullpen has improved, but has also blown leads against that same Miami lineup. Atlanta has plenty of talent in its lineup, so I expect the Braves to get their bats going sometime soon. With the nice, warm conditions down in Atlanta, there should be some deep balls that help to get over this total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.